What is up, everybody? What is going on? It is time again for VR. Whoa. Hold on a second, guys. I got some loud noise going on in the background. Yeah, so we got a little bit of noise pollution that might happen a little bit. Do you guys hear that? That's funny that that would happen right exactly as I start this stream. There is a guy that is remodeling a bathroom in our house. And the bathroom is way over there, but he's bringing in tools and stuff, which there's a door over here that he's bringing tools in. So I'm sorry, I was kind of thrown off track there because it got so loud. But anyway, okay, let's go ahead and move on, folks. So let's start that over again. 1, 2, 3. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to VR 365. Today is Monday. It is January 14th, and it is 11:04 a.m. And I probably should pop out a thing that we like to call chat. Yes, I have popped it out. Now, Crunchy's saying, I got no notification, and when I opened VR 365 channel, it wasn't showing any new show. Yeah, so here's the deal, guys. I was really late to the party today. Now, honestly, what I really should do, and I've been slipping in a major way. I've been slipping in a major way recently from a standpoint of creating a new thumbnail image for the next day's episode and having it prepared way in advance so that people can pull into chat and can kind of be there in chat maybe 20 minutes before the episode, a half an hour before the episode, whatever. And I did a good job of that way back in the days. I have not been doing a good job of that lately. I've basically been flying by the seats of my pants. And so the thumbnail image that I have right now, I just created that like just today. And so, you know, just a little bit of problems getting started here. But anyway, bottom line, here we are. We are here. We're in the building. It is Monday. It is January 14th. It is 11:05 a.m., like I was saying here. And you know what? I got some stuff to get into today. I actually got some different trailers. We got a little bit of VR news that is going on. So we do have some stuff that is popping off. Now, one of the things I want to start off with, though, before we go any further, actually, let me pop out my show notes. I actually have show notes. Oh my God, the horror. Okay, so the first thing I need to talk about, guys, is correction time. Okay, errors, corrections, all these kinds of things. Now, when I get up on here every day, I do a live stream every single day, Monday through Sunday, 365 days of the year. Obviously, I'm going to have some mistakes here and there. But I've been doing a mistake over and over and over again, and I know it's really irritated a few people out there, and with good reason. It should irritate somebody, because I keep talking about how the PlayStation VR has an LCD screen. It does not have an LCD screen. What the hell am I talking about here? PlayStation VR has a single 1080p OLED screen that it's basically divided into. It has a single screen. So there's not multiple screens, number one. And number two, it is not LCD. It is OLED. I don't know why I got it in my head that PlayStation VR has an LCD screen, and that is why it has less screen door and all of these things, but the Mura is way worse. That is wrong. That is incorrect. PlayStation VR does not have an LCD screen. So first off, I just wanted to start off with that correction. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Okay, what is in the news? Well, you know what? We do have a few news stories that we want to get into here. Let me go ahead and bounce over. Let's see, I've got a trailer that I need to throw on the screen real quick here, just for a second. Let's go ahead and pop this on. So the trailer that I just thrown on the screen here, this is for PlayStation VR. It is by a developer called SoulPix, and the game is called Eden Tomorrow. And you might remember that I've thrown this trailer on the screen a couple of times. We've seen this before. We've heard about Eden Tomorrow. And the last time Eden Tomorrow was in the news is because we found out that there was going to be a demo for Eden Tomorrow on PlayStation VR that was going to be available in the month of January. However, when we first found out about this, we did not know when this demo would be available. We just knew it was sometime in the month of January. Well, guess what? We have really good news, folks. We have really good news. Let's go ahead and hold on one second here. Yeah, let's switch over to our webby browser, and you can see it right here. Eden Tomorrow demo. It is available. It is available right now if you happen to live in Australia, okay? So if you are in the USA, if you're in the UK, if you're in mainland Europe, you're probably not going to be able to go to the PlayStation Store and download this demo right here and right now, as far as I know. But it is out there. It's out there if you're in Australia. And you know, one of the things I was wondering about is yeah, Hussein X says PSVR has RGB LCD too. Yeah, this is where that's a correction. I'm getting this wrong, and now I'm making you guys wrong because I keep repeating it over and over again. I don't know why I had it locked up in my head. I think the reason why I thought PlayStation VR had a LCD screen is because I always heard that it was like an RGB display. It had these 3 subpixels. And for some reason in my mind, whenever I thought of RGB display, I thought it had to be LCD. Like I thought if it's an RGB display, it's LCD. If it's a pin tile display, it could be something else. But no, that's completely wrong. I don't know why I had that mixed up in my head. So please don't get it all twisted. That is my fault there. But yeah, so the Eden Tomorrow demo, it is available in Australia. And one of the things I've been wondering myself personally, is it possible for me to have an Australian PSN account? For example, like if I wasn't doing this show right now, could I hop onto my PlayStation VR? Could I set up an Australia PSN account, and could I download the Eden Tomorrow demo right now? Because I should do that. I really should do that, because the thing that I've noticed in doing this show over the course of like 2 years now, or whatever it's been, is that Australia always gets these demos early because it's a day early in Australia. They are in the future. It is January 15th right now, I guess, in Australia, right? Or I don't know, something like that. And so they always get the demos 1 day early, yet here I am, you know, I mean, I could have an Australia account. I could have played this Eden Tomorrow demo maybe already. I don't know. But you guys tell me in chat if I'm incorrect here. I do have a PlayStation Network account for Hong Kong. I have, I believe, a UK account. I think I might have a Japanese account. And the reason I have all these different accounts is because sometimes there would be a demo that would only be available in this store or that store. But it seems like an Australian account is the way to go. I do believe you have to have an exact Australian, I think you have to have an address that is actually in Australia. Like as you're going through the process, I think you have to give them a new email. So it's a little bit, you know, it takes a little while to make a PSN account from all these other locations. But I probably should go ahead and do that. I would like to check out Eden Tomorrow. I've heard some good news on this demo. Some people are saying it's pretty cool. So that is out there. That is available. Okay, so what else is going on right now? Well, so Kev Gret is reporting in. Now, Kev Gret is kind of our PSVR specialist. He's always there on the PSVR subreddit, and he really knows what's going on as far as PSVR is concerned. In fact, I think he might have been the guy that was saying, no, bro, PSVR does not have our LCD screens. It is OLED. Kevgret's saying the demo is about 30 minutes and it's just a glorified tutorial. Nothing too crazy. Okay, but I would imagine you kind of get a feel for the game engine that it's running in, right? So I would think you kind of get a sneak peek at the game engine of Eden Tomorrow. Kev Gret is saying it does look good, but it's too much hand-holding. All right, well, you know, it's leaving something to be desired as far as the demo is concerned, but at least you get a quick little look at what Eden Tomorrow looks like, what it sounds like, and maybe how it's running. So still something to possibly check out. Now, as we continue to move through today's episode, we're staying with PlayStation VR because you know what? We've got a brand new trailer for Ace Combat, and I don't know if when I throw this trailer on the screen, am I going to get kicked off of YouTube? Because the last time I showed a brand new Ace Combat trailer, it was saying that I was taking some copyrighted material and I wasn't supposed to do it. So I don't know what the deal is, but luckily I wasn't kicked off YouTube the last time I did this. But we have a brand new trailer. It is called the Open Fire trailer, and it looks pretty darn good, ladies and gentlemen. It looks really good, in fact. And this is coming out later this week. Ace Combat 7 is going to be available later this week. So let's go ahead and check this trailer out. Let's peep it out and see what is going on.
Page 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Bandit is down. We have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. Target hit. Squadron, a new enemy is approaching, bearing 350 from the reference point. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Open fire!
For the players.
Alrighty, so that is the brand new trailer for Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown, Open Fire trailer, the 20th anniversary of Ace Combat. And this looks damn good. I mean, it looks really quite beautiful here. And the other thing about it is this is a straight up AAA production, okay? This is Bandai Namco. This is one of Namco's big franchises, and Ace Combat games don't come out every other day. In fact, we've been waiting a long time for this game. We've known about this game for a long time. It kept getting delayed. We thought this was, I mean, not necessarily delayed. We never had a release date for it, but we knew about it so far in advance that we've been pining for this game for quite some time. We probably thought it was going to come out in 2018. That never happened. And then we finally got this January 18th, 2019 date. So we finally got a date for it. We've been getting trailers for it on a consistent basis. They look really good. It does look very impressive. I've never been a flight simulator guy. I've never really been a airplane in the air dogfighting kind of a guy, and one of the reasons why I've never really been into this stuff too much is because typically when you're up there in the clouds, you know, you see a bunch of clouds, you got planes flying by you super fast, and you can only look at so many clouds, you can only look at so many oceans, and a lot of times, like, when you're flying over mountains and you're flying over land, the details are very minimal at best. And so it just doesn't have the eye candy that I normally want to have in a game. And then also, typically when you're in one of these kind of dogfighting games, I feel like you just keep turning and trying to shoot at a jet and turning and trying to shoot at a jet and turning and trying to shoot at a jet. And it's kind of just rinse and repeat. So I've just never been that into it. But the thing about Ace Combat 7, I mean, you can tell by this trailer here, it's got a full-blown story. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Now, we're VR gamers, and so we care about the VR aspect of this game. And that's where the problem is here, because you've got a beautiful cockpit. You've got water that's hitting your windshield. You've got a lot of nice special effects. It looks very pretty. But the thing is, we know that the actual VR content is incredibly limited. So we're not going to be able to go through the story mode of this game from beginning to end and experience everything in VR and be able to fly the plane in VR, but also have all these story sequences and everything. Like, look at that. Like, that looks really good. Like, the cinemas and all of that. Like, they're really kind of having some, like, interpersonal stuff that's going on here, not just being in a cockpit, flying a plane. There's an actual story. There's something that's going on here. So it looks really awesome, but as far as I know, this is like a $59.99 game, right? You know, like if I went to GameStop and tried to pre-order this, it's $59.99, right? So this is a full pop. You know, this is a primetime release. This is a major banger, and you got to pay the money. You got to kick out the money if you want to get this game. And with such limited VR content, it really makes me hesitant. Now, my plan, I've said it from the very beginning, is I'm hoping that RedBox gets this baby in there. I'll spend a couple of bucks, you know, here's the strategy for RedBox, and this is the way you guys got to do it. If you happen to have a PlayStation 4 or you've got an Xbox One, or whatever it happens to be, and you want to go rent a game from RedBox, what you want to do is you want to wait until you have 2 days off from work, okay? And so, for example, let's say you have Friday and Saturday off. And so Friday, you go there in the morning, you rent Ace Combat 7 early in the morning from a RedBox, then that way you can play it all day long on that Friday. Then the next Saturday, you wake up, you again play it all day long, but then it's got to get back to RedBox by 9 p.m., I believe is the way it works. So if you really want to take full and total advantage of it, you want to go to RedBox in the morning, rent it, play it all day long, you know, and do it like that. Some people, what'll happen is like on Friday night, it's like 10 p.m. at night, they go to RedBox, they rent it, the night's pretty much over. They get to play it the next day, but it's got to be back at 9 p.m., so they don't get a ton of time with it. So my strategy has always been rent it early in the morning, try to get your full bang out of it. And that is what I did with Gran Turismo Sport. You know, that's probably the last game that I've rented from RedBox, and it was it's very similar situation. A primetime AAA game that everybody's been dreaming about on PlayStation 4, but limited VR support. It was the same exact thing with Gran Turismo. I rented it from a RedBox. I drove around the track. I looked at the cars. They were beautiful. The interiors were done very, very well, but ultimately just not a lot there. But I was able to sample it and get a taste of it. And that's what I plan on doing here with Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. Okay, checking over here, checking at chat, seeing what some people are talking about here. VR Gamer says Ace Combat on the 18th. Are you buying it, Kevgret? And Kevgret saying, look, I'm conflicted, man. I want to support the game, even if it's limited. I need a reason to bust out my Hotness. You want to bust out that Hotness. Of course you do. Sparhawk says Resident Evil 2 is looking good. Maybe we will get a VR version. You'd like to think we would. And Kevgret says you do get Ace Combat 5 remastered if you pre-order, Ace Combat 5 is an excellent PS2 game. I didn't know about that. Of course, you're not going to be playing Ace Combat 5 in any kind of a VR mode, I'd imagine. Rendered Reality says, I don't get motion sick in VR except for flight games every once in a while. And Render Reality says all the barrel rolls and stuff, but it doesn't stop. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm doing a barrel roll. That does not work with my brain. My body is not barrel rolling, but my head is. No. And they have those motion simulators. Have you guys seen those motion simulators where it literally does barrel roll you, like in time with the game? But F no, that is a recipe for chunks being blown all over the place. I am not doing that. Like anytime there's a state fair or a carnival or some kind of like amusement thing that is going on where they have those different rides that just spin you around upside down, no way, man. I was never the guy for that. I don't just want to flip upside down a million times. That is not my play. Let's see. Way to be an ass, Namco. That's Kev right there. YouTube sucks. MC, do you know if anyone has true? Yeah. So... oh, did I get kicked off? Did I really get kicked off of YouTube? Oh, shit. Your stream. Oh, my God. Okay. Wait, am I still on YouTube? Am I still on? Because, see, I've gotten this message before, but it didn't stop my stream. So I'm trying to figure out, am I still on YouTube? Because it's showing me live, like it's counting down a timer. It's counting down a timer, so I don't know. Can you guys still see me, or is it just like blank? Because we still got people in chat here. Let me go to my Webby browser. I'm going to go to my Webby browser here and see if I can go to my channel and see, is it dead? Like, what is going on? I don't know. Inception. I'm going to go into my actual show while I'm on my show. Okay, it's showing Monday live. Stream unavailable. Oh, shit. I really did get kicked off. Okay, I'll have to start a new stream. All right, I will start a new stream. Wow.